Good day. In this presentation, we will focus on three key objectives. First, to differentiate between regionalization and globalization. Second, to identify the factors contributing to increased integration within the Asian region. And third, to analyze how various Asian states are addressing the challenges presented by both globalization and regionalization. This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. So today, we'll be exploring about Asian regionalism. My group mates will provide detailed explanations and insights about this topic. We hope this presentation will enhance your understanding of how Asian regionalism shapes the region's development and cooperation. So what is Asian regionalism? Asian regionalism refers to the process of cooperation and integration among Asian countries to address common economic, political, and social issues. So Asian regionalism is when Asian countries come together to build stronger relationships with each other. This includes working together on economic issues, politics, and social matters to help the region grow and become more stable as a whole. By cooperating, these countries aim to achieve shared benefits like better trade, security, and development across Asia.
The importance of Asian regionalism and why it has become a vital aspect of our region's development. Asian regionalism refers to the increasing cooperation and integration among Asian countries, aimed to enhance economic, political, and cultural ties. But why is it necessary? Firstly, Asian regionalism exists to harness collective economic potential. By working together, Asian countries can create a powerful economic bloc that enhance trades and investment opportunities within the region. This collective approach helps members countries to achieve economic growth that might be challenging to accomplish individually. Secondly, regional security is a significant concern for Asian nations. Through Asian regionalism, countries can address security issues more effectively by fostering diplomatic relations and maintaining political stability. This cooperation helps in building trust and reducing the risk of conflict within the region. Other important aspect of strengthening of cultural and historical ties. Asia is rich in diverse cultures and shared history that dates back centuries. By promoting this connection, Asian regionalism boosts regional unity and foster a sense of belonging among the members of countries. This cultural bond is essential for long-term cooperation and understanding. Moreover, by collaborating, Asian nations can enhance their collective bargaining power all global stage. This unity allows them to negotiate better terms and international trades and political agreements, ensuring the region's interests are well represented and protected. In addition to this benefit, Asian regionalism supports a large scale of infrastructure projects that improves connectivity and development across the region. From transportation networks to energy projects, these initiatives are critical for economic integrations and regional development. Improved infrastructural facilities, smoother trades, investment, and movement of people, furthering strengthening the regional economy.
Let's talk about the example of regionalism. But we all know from the past of my groupmate, they discuss about regionalism. So for me, let me discuss about the examples of regionalism. First, let me discuss about Asian. Asian stands for Association and Southeast Asian Nation. So this is formed by 1967, and Asian aims to promote economic, political, and cultural cooperation among in 10 member countries in Southeast Asia. So it worked to enhance regional stability and economic integration and cultural change. So the second one is NAFTA. NAFTA is North American Free Trade Agreement. So it is implemented in 1984, and NAFTA is trade agreement between the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and designed to eliminate trade barrier and increase economic cooperation. And it is replaced by USMC or United Mexico-Canada Agreement in 2020. So third one is Moscosur. So Moscosur is established in 1991. Moscosur is a south countries in Argentina, or it is American traded bloc and included Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. It is main goal to promote the trade economy. So the fourth one is African Union. So African Union is created in 2001, and it is launched by 2002. A new eco-financial union is consists by African countries. It is aimed to enhance political economic integration and promotes peace and security. And the last one is GCC. So GCC is Gulf Cooperation Council. So it is formed in 1981. So it is concluded in 6 Persian Gulf. So it states, so it is like Kuwait and Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. So this focuses that first stating economy and political cooperation, addressing common regional issue among those member states. So that is all the example of the regionalism.
So guys, my topic today is advantages and disadvantages. So let's talk about advantages. Economic growth, political stability, cultural exchange, collective bargaining, economic growth and development. Regionalism can be foster economic growth by allowing regions to focus on their strength and resources. So for example, tailored economic policies can be simulate local industries and create jobs and improve infrastructure, leading to more balanced and national development. So that's the example of advantage, and let's talk about the disadvantage. Disadvantage is economic disparities and political tensions, exclusion, overlapping, commitment, political stability. So let me give you an example. Strong regionalism can lead to political instability, with regions demanding greater autonomy or even independence. This can result in secessionist and movement and civil unrest or even conflict. And that's all about my topic.
These factors, economic integration, political cooperation, cultural and socialities, and geographical proximity are often interconnected and play significant roles in shaping the relationship between countries or regions. So, economic integrations, this refers to the process where countries reduce trade barriers, such as tariffs and import quotas, to allow the free flows of goods, services, and capital. A common example is the European Union or EU, where members countries participate in a single market, enabling seamless trade and economic collaborations. Political cooperations. This involves countries who are working together to achieve common goals, often through treaties, alliance, or international organizations. For instance, NATO or North Atlantic Treaty Organization is a military alliance that represents political cooperations among its member states for collective defense. Cultural and socialities.
These connections arise from shared history, language, religion, or traditions, which can strengthen bonds between countries. For example, the Commonwealth of Nations consists of countries that share historical ties with the British Empire, facilitating cultural and social connections. Geographical proximity. Neighboring countries often have strong relationships due to their locations. Geographical proximity can lead to easier trade, shared resources, and similar environmental concern. For example, Canada and the United States have a close relationship partly because they share the longest international border in the world. This factor often work together, influencing how countries interact and form alliances, trade agreements, or cultural exchange.
Here to ask a question about Asian regionalism. So what is new regionalism? New regionalism refers to the contemporary approach to regional integration that focuses on broader and more inclusive cooperation beyond traditional economic and political framework. It emphasizes multidimensional integration, global interaction, inclusivity, and flexible structure. So first is the multidimensional integration. In this context, refers to the expansion of these regional arrangements beyond purely economic factors. So the best example of these are the ASEAN, Mercosur, and AU. Second is the global interaction. Global interaction is a crucial component of new regionalism. By engaging with the global economy, regional blocs can promote economic growth, development, and cooperation. An example of this is NAFTA, ASEAN, and EU. Third is the inclusivity. Inclusivity is a fundamental principle of new regionalism. By promoting the participation and well-being of all member states, regional blocs can create more equitable, sustainable, and resilient communities. An example of this is the ASEAN, EU, and the Mercosur. And lastly is the flexible structure. It's a crucial principle of new regionalism by allowing for adoption and flexibility. So, and the best example of this is the ASEAN, AU, and the Mercosur.
How does regionalization affect globalization? Regionalization impacts globalization by fostering closer economic and political integration within specific geographic areas, which can either complement or challenge broader global trends. It often promotes regional trade agreements and cooperative framework that may enhance efficiency and competitiveness among member states. However, regionalization can also create barrier to global trade if regional prioritize internal market over external partnerships. It plays a crucial role in balancing global homogenization with local diversity as regional identities and interests influence global economic and cultural exchanges. Ultimately, the extent of nature of regionalization can shape how effectively countries engage in and benefit from global interconnectedness. Regionalization can also serve as a response to the complexities of globalization, allowing countries to manage economic pressure more effectively within a smaller, more manageable framework. It enables regions to develop tailored policies to address local needs, which might be overlooked in broader global contexts. However, intense global focus can lead to the fragmentation of global markets, where regional blocs may set their own standards and regulation, complicating global trade. The rise of regional powers can shift the balance of global influence, sometimes leading to competition or conflict between regional and global agendas. In the long term, regionalization may either reinforce globalization by creating stronger, more unified region or weakens weaken it by fostering isolationist tendency within those regions.
Regionalism in the Philippines illustrates the nation's rich cultural and linguistic diversity, with each region showcasing its unique languages, traditions, and customs. This diversity highlights economic and political disparities, particularly evident between more developed areas like Metro Manila and less developed regions such as Mindanao and Visayas. Historical factors, including the colonial legacies of Spanish and American rule, a history of centralized power, have significantly influenced regional identities and attitudes. These historical influences have led a complex regional dynamic where local pride and regional competitions coexist. For example, Metro Manila economic dominance contrasts sharply with the slower development in other regions, impacting the national cohesion and local development strategies. Regionalism also play a crucial role in governance, particularly through efforts towards the decentralization and regional development programs. While these initiatives aim to address regional disparities and foster local pride, they can also lead to competitions among regions for resources and investments. This dynamic affects how local and national interests and police align, influencing everything from economic planning to political. An essence of regionalism in the Philippines is double-edged sword. It celebrates and preserves regional uniqueness while also spotlighting the ongoing challenges of balancing local needs with national priorities.
My topic is all about what is the difference of regionalism and the globalization. So, when we see globalizations and regionalisms are two big ideas that are changing the world. Globalization is about countries becoming more connected and working together in a global scale. Think of like a big network where everyone is linked. This happens through things like trade, technology, and sharing cultures. Why when you say regionalism is about countries in a specific area working together? It's like a smaller, more focused on network. They might create groups or agreements to make trade easier, have similar roles, and help each other grow economically. So when we say globalization is like a worldwide network and regionalism is like a smaller networks within the big one. Both have their strengths and weaknesses, and people are still talking about how they affect the world's economy and politics. So, globalization is refers to worldwide in the onward global. It means whole, have no limitation of no boundaries. That's called globalization. While the regionalism, it refers to region have a boundaries or have a limitation. That is the regionalism. So the difference of globalizations and regionalism is globalization have no boundaries, no limitation. Like unlike regionalism has a boundaries or have a limitation. That is the difference of two globalizations and the regionalism.